right? We want to feed ourselves with nostalgia. We want to feed ourselves with some sort of grotesque American triumphalism. And we don't want to touch what is real, that the majority of this country, white and black, gay and straight, is hurting. We are hurting. And the outcomes for young people look very different by and large than the outcomes that many of us who are my age have enjoyed, this sort of upward mobility. It's getting strained. It's getting harder for them. So we've got to have some sort of commitment to touch them, to understand wounds, vulnerabilities, triggers, etc. And then what Jesus does is this last movement, right, which I love, right? Jesus is Episcopalian as far as I'm concerned, right? Because Jesus never saw a dinner party or a lunch party that he didn't want to join, right? So even after the resurrection, with all of his wounds, with all of his scars, with what the hell he's been through, right? And the glory that God has shown him by resurrecting him, rolling the stone away, the disciples are troubled, they're startled. The text says that they sort of have this combination of emotions. They're startled, they wonder if he's a ghost, they're afraid, and it says, and they have joy, right? And so to that sort of very complex, Cobb salad of emotions, let's call it, Jesus says, hey, have you got any food here? Now scholars want to say that what Jesus is doing is that he wants to show them that he can bodily ingest food so that he's not an apparition, to prove that he's not a ghost, that he's here living and true. And I get that, because who needs faith to be simple intellectual assent to an apparition? That's not faith. I don't know about you, but I am made stronger. And my faith is confirmed when I know that Jesus knows something about suffering. I can take my suffering to him. When Jesus knows something about pain, I can take my pain to him. When Jesus knows something about enduring people bearing false witness against him, I can take that. When I have those experiences, I can take that to them. I can take that to Jesus.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So it's not just, hey, let's eat some fish here. They gave him broiled fish. Hey, let's eat some fish and have some lunch. No, I think Jesus is showing us a practical way towards peace. And that is for us to find our way to a lunch table, breakfast table, dinner table with someone we may struggle to love, struggle to agree. And that person may be in our own home. That person may be at our work. That person may be, in our church or wherever we worship. And so here we find out this thing, again, the genius of this thing, the shared meal, as a place where we share our humanity. And so we don't have to lean in with the big issues of the day. Neither do we have to placate one another and perform niceness. But we can start at a dinner table or a lunch table or a breakfast table and get together and share the intimacy of a common meal and see where we can go from there.
I love that. Well, on that note, though, let's take a really short break and we'll be right back.
Hi, listeners. Thank you for listening to For People, a space of digital evangelism. You can keep up with us on Instagram and Facebook at Bishop Rob Wright. And now back to